Hi chat! Sorry I'm late. I started streaming and then I was like, oh, I should probably take some Tylenol for my ear pain. And then I like couldn't find my Tylenol and it was in the kitchen. So that's where I was. I was trying to find my Tylenol for like 10 minutes. I was like, I don't know where it is. It's normally on my nightstand. And then I went digging through my nightstand because I was like, oh, maybe it's in the cupboard. Not the cupboards, the like drawers. And it was not there either. Wait, I'm sorry. But you know what? At least I'm streaming. For anyone who hasn't heard yet, I have... So, 2 weeks ago during the subathon, I got a pretty nasty ear infection. It was a double ear infection on both ears. So I had it on my left and my right ear. And I took like 2 or 3 days off. And then I came back and I was like, I feel fine. Let me just keep streaming. I won't use my headphones as much. And I have not been unless I'm doing like collabs and such. Yeah, I don't think I waited long enough because it came back. My left ear, the ear infection came back. And it's still pretty painful. But on day 1 when it came back, I call it my round 2 of ear infection. My left ear... It was like, I could still hear from it, but it felt like I had a cup over my ear. And you can feel like a pressure on your ear. Like you're in the air again, like you're in an airplane. So yeah, I had that in my left ear and I felt sick. Because it does make you feel sick because it is an infection and your body is fighting the infection. But I was like, man, I feel really sick. Like, what's wrong with me? It's so weird. So yeah, the ear infection came back. I took the last 2 days off completely because although I felt alright yesterday, I don't feel great. I'm pretty congested, but I've been taking medicine for that. I've been taking medicines pretty much quite like every like 6 or so hours. I rotate between having to do my nasal spray for my congestion, my eardrops for my ear, and Tylenol to keep the pain down. So yeah, I had to deal with that. But yeah, that's why I took the last couple days off, but I felt really bad. Technically, I probably shouldn't be streaming. So that's why I'm saying I'm gonna only stream about 2 hours today, because I do miss you guys and I want to hang out. But I can't, what's the word? I shouldn't be doing it for too long, you know? Take it easy. It's my job. I really can't take it easy for too long, you know? Like, yeah, I have a really cushy job as a streamer, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't be, like, doing all this stuff. Hi, Hanksy Panksy. I remember you from the DigiClub. Yeah! Yeah! Digi and I are gonna do another club, I believe on Monday, as long as everything's okay for me. I felt bad I was missing streams. Nah, nonsense. I stream most days when I'm not like sick or anything. But yeah, the ear infection was pretty bad the past couple days. It's still not better fully, so that's why the next couple days I'll try and stream games that aren't headphone heavy. Except for maybe Saturday, but then I'm gonna go back to just not headphones for a little bit. I'm trying my best to not deal with that, I guess is the best way to put it. So every Monday? Probably every Monday. I started reading The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity today, and Kuroko is so freaking cute and sweet. That's cool. That's cool. Hey Orphan, how are you? I've been thinking about getting into the anime, Texan. But I've been also watching like other animes as well. Also, Hanksy Panksy, thank you for that follow, dude. Much appreciated. I hope you're having a very guinea pug day today, my dude. Hi Silas, how are you? Hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you in a bit. But yeah, so if I take random days off, just know it's probably because I'm resting my ears. I'm trying to get through today's stream. At least Sophie can't hear me call her a little hamster. After I'm done with you, you won't be able to hear or see. Double black eye. Double ear infection. No penis. What else? I'll break your nose, too. Can you still smell if I break a nose? Wait. Can you still smell with a broken nose? Yes, you can still smell with a broken nose, but the ability to smell may be impaired or temporarily lost. Yeah, you'll have your ability to smell impaired or temporarily lost after I'm done with you. Come on, Jesus balls is a speed bag. A speed bag? I could still smell you, Stinky. No, I smell good right now. Oh, but I have to go back to work. Working the desk. Bye, Montekia. See you later, dude. I'm back. Hi, Trouble. How Baker Trouble? How are you? Hi, Version. Sorry, the messages are retracted. Oops. I was looking on YouTube. I'm good. That's good to hear, dude. The boxing punches bag that bounces back. Sounds like brat energy. Reminder, I can tell your brother to go beat you up at any point. Right, Obi Doby? Obert Dobert, go fight your brother. Obert Dobert. Go beat up your brother. Hi, Garrett. Brat energy. True. Obi, go beat up your brother for me. I want you to send me an MP4 of his anguish and pain sounds. Okay. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you. I'm trying my best to feel better sooner rather than later because I want to stream more. This week I really wanted to stream Uma Musume and Pokemon, but I'm like, I haven't been able to really stream because I've been sick. And I've been reading a lot of manhwa. I'm catching up on all my manhwa that I've been missing out on because of like, because I've been sick. So I've just been reading a lot of manhwa. I have a manga I want to draw, but I'm procrastinating on it. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams or something. Something like that. But yeah, today, like I said, you guys have to make sure that I'm not, like, streaming more than, I'm thinking 2 hours at most. If we get raided by someone, 2.5 hours, okay? Because I don't want to get... I have work a little tonight. I have a short shift tonight, probably. Unless I call out because I don't feel good. That's on the new Pokemon Megas. Okay, why'd you say... Wait, is there more than one Mega? Isn't it just Pokemon... like Dragonite Mega? Yeah, Mega. Isn't it just like the Dragonite one? Isn't it just Dragonite? Already set an alarm for you, Subby. Thank you, Timothy. Oh, if you had an ear infection, that means you probably didn't see the Pokemon Direct. I was sleeping a lot that day, but I did see the Dragonite. I saw Dragonite. Subby mistype. When Pokemon Omegas. Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. When Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire came out, I want you to know I picked Alpha Sapphire because I'm an alpha. Do you see shiny legendary raids? No, I don't do any of those. I don't know, I just never cared for those, you know? Oh, I thought I saw some other leaks, but they might have been fake. I only saw the Dragonite one, right? I believe it was only Dragonite. I woke up from like a nap because I thought I was sick that day. So the day of the Direct, I woke up and my throat hurt really badly, and I was like, oh, am I sick? I might be sick. Like, I was like, how did I get sick? It was really weird. I was like, I haven't gone out in a couple days. And I was like, okay, whatever. And then I went to go take a nap. I took a bunch of naps that day. I took a nap and I woke up and my ear was in pain. I was like, oh, it's probably an ear infection. Because I couldn't hear anything from that ear either. I was like, ah, shit, it's an ear infection. Yep. I haven't gotten sick in a while, and I hope it'll be more than a while. You know, I remember hearing the like in high school. I never got sick often, but I remember being told like, idiots don't get sick or something like that. Idiots don't catch colds or something. And then I was like, oh, really? And then, like, now I get sick a lot. I guess I got smarter since high school. Or I don't eat enough dirt. In high school, though, to be fair, I did used to get sick in high school. But I don't know if anyone else had this, but my parents were, like, tiger parents. So if I went home sick for whatever reason, my, like, parents and stuff would be like, you're, like, basically grounded. I'm not grounded for bad, like, behavior, but it was like, I can't have my phone, I can't be on the internet, I can't, like, when I was younger, they used to say I can't watch TV, stuff like that. But, like, as I got older, they were like, okay, you can watch TV, but you can't have your phone or anything. Like, you can't play on it. You have to, like, use it to call us if you're sick. Hey, Suppy. I hope you get better soon. Thank you, E-Man. Why are you saying that like you're not gonna be hanging out with me today? The classic, if you're sick, you can't enjoy life treatment. Yeah, basically. But I remember my parents got in trouble for that.
I say hi and hot to life.
Oh, hi, Lyco, my ego. Thank you for the donating. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. For me, So, I think I told this story before, but I believe it was 6th grade, so I was in middle school. The 5th graders would come visit us, and we'd have to perform, like, one of our spring show songs, so like a pop song, or something like that. And I remember I did it, and one of the things I had to do was I had to, basically we had to dance, and we had to sing. And turns out I had 103 fever while doing all of that. I think I was sick that day, but I was like, I don't want to go home because 1, it's fun. Like, this is fun. And 2, if I do that, then my parents will get mad at me. And then I was going through school and everything, and I didn't feel good. Like, but I was like, okay, I gotta do my dance. It was from like 2nd period through 3rd period. So 1st period, I went through my classes, and then 2nd and 3rd period, I had to do my like dancing, which was like about 2 hours long, a 2-hour-long show. And I did my like dancing and singing or whatever I did back then. And my friend was like, Soppy, you don't look good. And I was like, huh? I feel fine. And then she touched my forehead, and she was like, Soppy, I think you need to go to the nurse. So she brought me to my choir teacher, and she was like, hey, Mr. So-and-so, Soppy doesn't look good, and she's like really hot, like she's burning up. And he was like, oh, are you sure it's not because, you know, we were dancing like a couple minutes ago? And he comes over and he's like, okay, let me touch your forehead real quick. He's like, is it okay? And I was like, yeah, it's fine. I was like, I feel fine. He touched my forehead. He was like, holy shit, you're burning up. And I was like, you think it's from the dancing? He's like, no, that's not from like sweating or anything. He's like, you're burning up. So he had to take me to the like nurse's office. And the nurse was like, oh, what can I help you with? And he was like, feel her forehead, take her temperature. She's not doing good. And she like took my temperature because she was like, oh yeah, you don't look good, you look flushed. But everyone at first just chalked it up to me dancing because, you know, you're fucking moving your body and shit. So she like took my temperature, and she's like, she asked me and that other girl who was with me, my friend, she's like, you two go get your stuff, I'm gonna come back and take your temperature again. And then so we went to go to my locker to go pick up my stuff and go tell my teachers that I won't be like returning for the day, so like give me my homework. And we went back, and then she took my temperature again, and apparently my temperature went up. So she took my temperature, and I had a 101 fever. And then after we went to go get my supplies and came back, I had 103 fever. And if you guys don't know, at 104, your body starts cooking your brain. So, my nurse had to like emergency call my dad, and it was like, hey, your daughter has 103 fever, come get her. And my dad had to rush. Well, so originally it was my dad who was supposed to pick me up because my dad has an easier job to leave work and like come back and stuff with. But my dad ends up calling my mom because she works closer to me. And he's like, honey, come get our kid. And my mom's like, I'm with a client right now. And my dad was like, she has 103 fever. And my mom was like, and my mom's like, hey, to her, like, her client who she was doing her nails for. She's like, is it okay if someone else finishes you? Or if you don't mind, like, waiting, like, maybe 30 minutes? I need to go pick up my daughter. She has 103 fever. And the lady who she had was, like, a really nice old grandma. And the grandma was like, 103 fever? And she's like, yeah, you go. And my mom, like, had to come pick me up. And then, like, she didn't take the rest of the day off. She actually went to go finish that lady's, like, nails and gave her, like, a discount for it. But, she, like, went to go pick me up and take me home. And she was like, what the hell? So they all, like, my parents had to take shifts with me because of how sick I was. An old lady, a real one? Yeah, R.I.P. that lady. She's not dead. I think she just moved away. But R.I.P. that lady. My mom loved her. She would give my mom crazy good tips too. During Christmas time, she would give my mom like $100 tip for just like doing a set of nails. I was like, that's crazy. But yeah, my mom was like so worried about me. Good news is my dad worked in the like hospital before he started working his like new job. Well, not new job, but his job after the military. So my dad was like, my dad like knows what to do when like a kid is sick. So I was in good hands with my family, but I had to take like so much medicine. I think I took like 3 days off from school, and like the kids thought I died because I like never missed school. And I was out from like that Tuesday through Friday. I think I went home. I think I came back Friday. But like everyone like thought I died or something. They're like, holy shit, she's gone. Apparently my choir teacher called my parents to make sure I was okay. He was like, is she dead? Not like actually, but he's like, is she okay? But yeah, it's because it was like really odd that I missed school. Because like other than that one time and like one other time in 8th grade, I like never missed school. One time in 8th grade, I like threw up. I don't think I had like food poisoning or something, but I just like threw up a lot. And they like sent me home because I had like a stomach bug. And then my dad had to take me to the doctors to make sure I didn't have anything bad. And it was just like a really bad stomach bug. But it's pretty bad because my whole school, like I think like 10% of the school was missing at one point. Because like, you know, every kid had the same like issue as a stomach bug. But in elementary school, I only missed one time, and this is kind of gross. But I'm gonna tell you guys a little thing about girls, okay? Hi, Satoshi, how are you? I'm gonna tell you guys something about being a girl, okay? When you're a girl, you're gonna get something called your period, okay? And in elementary school, I started mine, and you're gonna get something called cramps, okay? And the cramps make you feel like you're getting punched in the stomach. Yeah, I ended up throwing up a lot during one of mine. And I threw up so much that I had to be sent home because if it's throw up, they're like, oh, it might be something contagious. So they send you home, and my parents were pissed. Because my parents just got me like pain medicine and I was fine. But I couldn't go to school for 24 hours because I threw up. So they sent me home. That was something I had to deal with. I knew it. Once you get older, you're much more used to it now. But like in like elementary, middle school, it was pretty bad for me. I used to throw up like a crap ton. No, it's fine. I cannot get over how adorable you are, like a queen. No, villainess. You heard that period cramps can get quite painful. You guys ever seen the videos of the guys when they like they're like sometimes with their girlfriend, sometimes with their other friends, and they're using the period cramp machine. Good one, Raph. But they use the period cramp machine, and then the guys are like, oh, and they're like dying, and then the girls are like, oh yeah, I guess it kind of feels like it. Of course, we didn't know why for a few months. I always had perfect then 14 I passed on busting my chin. Damn, something bad must have happened. I burst out, don't worry, I didn't get enough salt. Huh? Girls built differently for real? Yeah, probably. But yeah, it was pretty bad. Like I used to be pretty bad about it. Now I'm like okay about it for the most part. Why be a villainess? Do you have a vendetta against society? Yeah. Yeah. Or I just thought it was a funny thing to do. So what you're saying is you have a high pain tolerance? I like to think it's more because I'm stubborn. I think women have a higher pain tolerance when being like sick, like ill. But I think men have a more pain tolerance when it comes to anything physical. Like, I remember... I can barely call this guy my ex. He was like a kid I dated in like middle school for like 2 months. And I really liked him. He was my first ever boyfriend. Yeah, that guy broke his arm. Like his arm, you could see the bone and shit. He fucking ran and broke his arm because he hit it on a light pole. And it like, you could see the bone like pop out and shit. Crazy. Anyway, he went to the like, it was like, hey dad, I broke my arm. And he was like, you broke your arm? And his dad like drove over to where they were playing. And he was like, holy shit, you broke your arm. And they had to like call the ambulance for this kid. And I was like, I don't... And then the kid was like, hey Soppy, look how cool my broken arm is. And I was like, I don't think I could do it, guys. I don't know why I dated that guy. I don't know why I dated that guy forever long. I dated him. I believe that when I get sick, I'm a mess. But if I hit something, I'm fine. I would never admit to being sick. It would undermine me. Do you guys feel bad when I'm sick and I'm streaming? I guilt you when I do it. I try not to, but I do like get sick quite often. So I try not to be sick often. Worst pain I felt was probably appendictus. You had an addictus? You had someone's dick? Addictus? That's endorphins and adrenaline kicking. Yeah. But yeah, that kid was like, look at my broken arm. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna look at your broken arm, bro. Yeah, fun fact, I dated the guy. We never like held hands or anything like that either. But we dated. He was technically my first boyfriend. I was like 10. He showed you his broken arm, you mean in a not patched up state? No, like you could see the bone and shit. And I was like, don't show me that. He tried to show it to me and I was like, no. Middle schoolers be wild? Yeah. I wonder what that guy's up to now. He was a chill dude. His girlfriend was also pretty... Not girlfriend, sorry. His future girl... Like, not at the time when we were dating. But I met his girlfriend later on. Pretty chill lady. But I haven't seen him since high school. I wonder what he's been up to. Fun fact, his, like, middle name was Michael Myers. Crazy. It's because his family met... What's it called? His family met, or his mom and dad at least, met while he was, how do you say it? Like, well, they met while watching the movie Halloween. So his middle name was Michael Myers with a hyphen, I believe. I thought that was crazy. They like, so she was, the fun fact, he was on a date with not a date. He was with his friends and she was on a date with another guy, allegedly. And then the guy like ditched her. He like left mid-movie. And then that's how they met, is he's like, you can come sit with us, you know? What toggles does his motto even have? A lot. Peter Smooth. Yeah, and then they got married. And I was like, aww. Oh, that was a very romantic love story. But my ex had to move once his mom sadly passed away. She was a really nice lady. I got to meet her. She was the reason that he was into singing like I was. So I really liked her. L for the guy. Yep. But actually W for her. She ended up with a really nice guy. But then he had to move because like the next year the dad got married to another lady who was like his like mom's best friend, which is crazy to me. I found out. You guys want to know the crazy lore about like my ex and his family? I'm gonna tell you the lore anyway. His mom sadly passed away of cancer. And then his like dad and his like mom's best friend like got together soon after like grief therapy. That was crazy. And then a year late, not even a year later, they got married and moved. Low-key, part of me suspects cheating, but apparently he was like head over heels for his like wife, like his original wife. So I think it was like no, apparently it was like a grief thing. Is like my ex told me and his like sister both think it was like they both lost the most important person to them, so they ended up getting like together or something like that. I was like, that's crazy. Only a girl's friend stop you from meeting your wife. Pressing exit out. Well, apparently he was like really good guy and stuff like that. But I was like, I don't trust that. That was crazy lore though. That was some crazy lore I found out. You see, this is why it's good to have a good memory as like a streamer. You just remember crazy like lore about your friends. From a bonding perhaps. Hopefully not a Dr. Seuss situation. Dude, Dr. Seuss was an asshole. I fucking hate that guy. You know, apparently like half of his books aren't even written by him. Half of his books were written by his freaking wife. RIP that lady. Can you believe all she was like, it was like, please, I just want you to love me and blah blah blah. And then he fucking was like, whatever. And then she died and he just like immediately got married to his like his mistress. Dr. Seuss never celebrated in my classroom if I was a teacher. No harm, no foul. It's easier to bond over common grief. YouTubers have crazy lore about themselves and others. I don't think I have much crazy lore about me compared to others. I'm pretty boring, especially now. In high school, maybe. In high school, I might have had some crazy lore, but like now, I feel like I'm so boring. I just stay home all day. They'd each their own, but together as soon as they got married 1 year later. Well, older people... He was older. I had to preface that. Older people tend to get married sooner. Like, I've known people who got married like 2 months, 3 months into dating. Because, you know, they're older. They don't want to die alone. That's what my mom says. They don't want to die alone. To be fair, my mom and dad can't say anything. They got married 10 months into dating each other. Oh, also my parents were in the... My dad was in the military, so that might be why. Yeah, people, they like get married super, you know, like super early in the military. Classic, I know, right? Military benefits go hard. I once dared someone a year ago than me to rip his stitches out of his leg. Wait, someone a year younger than me to rip his stitches. I still can't believe he did it. Why would you do that? Ew, confused, it's gross. That's gross. Go outside, Soppy. Falco, you gotta pay me to go outside. Look how pasty I am. You know, I might be Asian, but I look white right now from how pale I. You think I'm joking, but like IRL, I'm also really pale. I'm like the ambiguous Asian. Every Asian like thinks I'm their kind. Every Asian thinks I'm their like their type of Asian. So I've had like Koreans come and talk to me. I've had like obviously Viet people come talk to me. I've had Chinese, I've had Japanese. Everyone just thinks I'm they're kind of Asian. I've even had people who spoke Tagalog, so Philippines, the Filipinos. They've come to talk to me, and I was like, huh? Huh? I was like, I'm extremely pale, so I'm like ambiguous Asian. But to be fair, I have the skin tone more like really pale. So a lot of Viet people don't have that skin tone. So yeah, that's probably why. Hey Soppy, can you close the curtains? The light is bouncing off your skin into our eyes. No. No. Maybe you should open your curtains instead. You ever thought about that? How much for you to go outside? Not today. We have a heat advisory. I'm not even kidding. Texas has finally hit over 100 degrees. At least where I live. So Texas normally hits like 100 in like June, maybe May. We haven't had 100 degrees until like this week. I don't think it's 100 degrees right now. I think it's like upper 90s. But yesterday, I think it went up to 100 where I live. Which is crazy, actually. I live in Texas too. It finally hit like the triple digits. I remember a couple years ago, it hit like 112, 116 for like 3 weeks straight. And it finally went down to 94, and I was like, I'm gonna go on a walk! And that was a terrible decision. It was still fucking hot. It was still fucking hot, man. It was not worth going on that walk, chat. It is not worth it. It was not worth it at all. But yeah. Summer heat always sucks. It's been like 90s where I live, which is not too bad for Texas. I live in welcome to my world where I get 100 degrees every day. You know, you're right about that. You're right. At least, you know, actually no, Texas heat's actually pretty bad. We have a lot of lakes. Because if you guys didn't know, Texas likes fishing. We have a lot of lakes too. So that means you got a lot of like, what's it, humidity everywhere. It's not like desert, you know? There's some parts of Texas that are desert, but there's a lot of it that isn't desert. So you just got a lot of like, humidity. The only thing I like about summer is I can easily sun dry my clothes. Oh, I've always had a dryer, so I've never had to worry about that. But I have heard about how bad it gets. Sorry, I was drinking my drink. How bad it gets to like dry your clothes sometimes, because if you dry your clothes and then it rains, you have to run out there to go grab it. Yeah, a lot of Texas, especially where most people live, is all prairies, which is ungodly. Or the hill country. I only know about the hill country because I was like, why the fuck are there so many hills in Texas? The hill country. Florida humidity is disgusting. Okay, well you fucking chose to live in Florida. If I chose any fucking like state, it would not have been Florida. Oh, also, chat, what if I took a trip to New York or Vegas towards the end of the year? Where should I go? Some of my friends are like, oh, we're thinking about taking a trip to like New York or Vegas. You wanna go? And I was like, kinda. The only reason I'd go to Vegas is because I like food and I heard they have a lot of buffets there. And I'm gonna pig out. I might be a guinea pig, but I'm gonna fucking pig out. I love buffets, especially like desserts. I am a crazy girl for desserts. Vegas over New York. Well, keep in mind I'm like a musical girl and I like Chinatowns. I like Chinatown. So, I would probably go somewhere that has a Chinatown and like chill out in that area. I like Asian food. I like shopping there because it's cheaper. Also, Uno is making an appearance in the casino. Actually, Asuka, I looked into it. It's not what you think it is. It's a hotel that's Uno themed. It is not going to the casino. Oh, sorry, not Asuka. Wait, yes, Asuka. Yeah, Asuka is it's making an appearance at a casino as a hotel room. I was excited too, but I looked it up. Because I was like, oh, if I'm gonna go to Vegas, might as well figure out which place has the Uno casino. And it wasn't like that. So I can't plus 2 people? No. No, you can't. Also, hi, Mr. Caliente. How are you? I'd probably go to Vegas for the sole reason of the buffets. That's what I'm saying. I love buffets. But then you have to remember that it's gonna be hot. How hot is Vegas in the winter time? Maybe it'll be cooler. How hot is Vegas in the winter? December 27. Not bad, not bad. 27 degrees, high 60. Oh, I might go to Vegas. Desert so probably gets cold. This is 60 on average in December, so maybe. That's like good weather for Soppy. Well, we'll see. I might decide to like save my money and just stay home and do nothing. Or I might decide to go bet everything on black. I don't know yet. Soppy bets everything on black. Yep. Come home either broke or with way more money. In my area, the only cold we get is late October to early May. Bet everything on green. Huh? Does that work? How does that work, huh? I don't know anything about that. IRL gambling? Hell no. Huh? What's wrong with IRL gambling? A couple weeks ago, I went to the casino in Oklahoma. I took like an overnight trip with my friends to Oklahoma to go, like... I live a couple hours away from it, so it's not like terrible. But it was like an overnight trip, and we went and we... I won 26 bucks. You know? I won 26. It's not bad. Hi, Wildstar. How are you? Here with the monthly butter lettuce. Thank you. Thank you. Green is 0. Only 1 slot of green. Oh, do I get a lot of money if it gets on green? Is that how that works? Hmm? I mean, another trip to Nashville in September. Ew, Nashville. Congrats on the $26. Cries and broke. Listen, I played the slots, and for whatever reason, the slots chose me. The slots chose me as their queen. So I got 26 bucks. Hi, Crazy Aim. That thumbnail is wild. Not really. The thumbnail is quite mild compared to the original one I had. I was like, Crazy Aim, hope you're doing well. Start shower. I got a frozen lemonade yesterday, and it's like low-key kind of sour. Wait, let me get some medicine. Speaking of, have you guys seen my bookshelf thing yet? Have I shown you guys my bookshelf? I did show you guys my bookshelf. Looks nice, right? Sophie has a pretty good bookshelf, yeah? It's low priority for me. I should go back to Vegas sometime in the next 5 years or so. I just want to go to Japan. I should probably save up money and go to Japan. Or I could bet everything on black and go to Japan that way. Hear me out, chat? I'd be on to something. Don't go to Japan in summer. I'd probably go in October again. I went in October a couple years ago. And... not a bad idea! Or not a couple years ago, yes, last year. You'll melt there? It's a humidity thing, and like high body count equals more body heat, so that's pretty sucky too. I'll be heal up, I'm sick at the moment. Damn bird flu? Huh? We can get the bird flu? Doesn't that kill us? Wait, I'm looking it up. Give me a second. Bird flu. Symptoms. Nausea, vomiting, stuffy nose. Wait, I got it. Sore throat, fever, cough, fatigue, muscle aches, diarrhea, shortness of breath, and pink eye. You got the shits and pink eye? Man, that sucks to be you, bro. Sucks to be you. I'll take my ear infection over that. You're not going to San Diego, it sucks ass. Yeah, I'm gonna go to San Antonio. Just kidding. I'll accept the pink eye. Oh. So you got diarrhea. So you're throwing up and shitting at the same time. I mean, I'm used to high temps and high humidity. I've lived in New Jersey in my life. It sucks. If Japan's like that, then I'll go to late spring. Let me look this up. New Jersey. What's a city in New Jersey? Jersey Shore. I don't know. Temp. In the summer. Hottest month, 87. Wait, what the fuck do you mean it's hot, David? It says 87 typically. It says in July it's typically 80 to 87 degrees. What do you mean it's hot? What? That's your hot? Wait, give me a chat. Give me a city in New Jersey. Give me a city in New Jersey. I don't know any cities in New Jersey. Or that ain't hot. Newark. What about the old work? Newark. New Jersey temperature. 90. It's gonna be 80 later this week. That's not that hot. Oh, it's 90. I'm baking. It's 90. Motherfucker, I'm selling celebrating that it's 90. It's hot. No, dude, in Japan, it's worse. You're not gonna survive Japan if you think that's hot. I don't care if you're like, oh, there's gonna be humidity. No. You don't understand. Japan is tropical humidity, okay? Tropical humidity sucks fucking balls. I went to Japan a couple years ago for summer break with my family to go visit my aunt who was stationed in Okinawa. Tropical humidity will kill you. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, you're like, oh, 90 plus humidity is hot. No, it's worse than tropical. No, it's worse than Florida humidity. I argue Japan humidity is worse than Florida humidity. Let me explain to you guys why, okay? In America, our houses are built to like keep our like with AC. So all of our houses have AC for the, like 90% of us, okay? There might be a couple people who for whatever reason don't have AC, that's on them. Most places here have AC. In Japan, I want you to know most places do not have AC. They do not have working AC. So if you go to Japan and it's fucking hot as balls, you're gonna walk in somewhere and there's still not gonna be AC. You're gonna walk into your house, no AC. Living in a hot place with no AC feels like you want to die. Are you an artist or something? No. Why do you think that? I was in America for 4 months. Atlanta. Oh, I thought that said Atlantis. I was like, Atlantis, America! Atlanta's air slammed me getting off the plane alone. Because you're really good at drawing my attention, to be honest. Cinco with the Riz. Smirk emoji. There's Santa Claus, Arizona. But yeah, no, a hi Slemkin. 87 is hot. What do you mean, Safi? Just cries in 112-degree weather in Texas. That's normal Texas weather. 112 is like normally what we get. I don't know why we haven't gotten 100 like past the 100 yet. Today's in the 90s, but yesterday was like 100, like exactly 100, maybe 101. But yeah, in like Japan, because of the humidity, it feels even hotter. And then especially if you're in Tokyo, like a populated area, you'll feel all of that body heat, so it gets even hotter. Like especially in the train, like in the subway, hotter. Not mentioning in Japan, these are much more congested and so it's even hotter. Exactly! Exactly! It's 108 for me right now. I hope you have your AC on because I have my AC on and I'm still struggling. Body heat, not. Body odor is a problem? No. In Japan, keep in mind, Japanese people for the most part have the same gene I have. I think probably 95% of them have it. I would say even more. Maybe even 99. Most Asians have the gene that causes them not to smell. So if you're smelling someone in Japan, it's likely a foreigner. Like I said, when I went to Japan and I went to Harajuku, there was a fucking French guy with his stupid Bluetooth little ear set thing, whatever he had. His little earpiece. He fucking smelled. He smelled so bad. Rigged genetics. Okay, if it makes you feel any better, Lukey, at least you guys have wet earwax. Asians have dry earwax, and that's why it also gets really, what's the word? Bad sometimes. Because then you can have the blockage. Why are you sniffling? Because I'm congested. I told you I'm congested because of my I'm congested because of my ear infection. I'm all mucus right now. You're bullying me. No, the French? Oh, no, he genuinely stank. Like, if he walked within 5 feet of me, I could probably smell him. That's how bad it was. Like, he smelled terrible. Like, even Obi and Chris smelled it. That it's like, if he got close to us, we could smell him. I wanted to break the window open. We went to the London Eye and a family from France was behind us in line and made it into the same cabin. I have a Japanese coworker that smells during summer heat. They might not have the gene, but I have the gene. I don't have to wear deodorants or anything. I choose to wear perfumes, but I don't wear deodorants or anything like that. To be fair, I have really sensitive skin, so a lot of stuff causes me to break out. Like, I get rashes and stuff. Also, Deadly Wolf, Oh, that's very sweet of you, dude. You know, I have other outfits too. Oh my gosh, no deodorant, you're stinky after all? No, I can't wear deodorant. I've tried multiple different ones, and they all cause me to have like a rash. So thankfully I don't smell, and I just use perfume instead. I have the gene that makes me not stinky. I need some Europeans to be like, we don't need AC when it gets hot enough to warn, and I'm like, are you trying to die? I want that gene. No gene for you. No, you gonna suffer. That's gross, Soppy. Nuh-uh. Listen, if I was like, what's the word? If I didn't have the gene, it'd be fine. Like, I'd probably wear deodorant. But thankfully, since I don't have it and I get rashes when wearing deodorant, I don't need to wear it. I'd take anything to have no body odor, Gene. I know, right? It's pretty good. Except for you get the gene that causes you to have dry earwax, which causes you to have more likely getting a ear infection. A trade I'd take. You rather have an ear infection? Dude, it makes you feel sick all the time. I used to have it. They had to put a fucking tube in my ear when I was a kid. Win some, lose some. You get an astigmatism. You can't see at night. All those fucking lights look like balls of like fire. Yeah, I got an astigmatism. I am very Asian, by the way. If you guys can't tell, I have most of the stereotypes they have. Like, I have an astigmatism. I have the no body odor. Yep. Flashbang. Poor girl. Can't win them all. So I'm also really good at math. Okay, that's a lie. Math is my least favorite subject. In school, math was my least favorite subject, but I was really good at it. I was like... I can relate. I'm Vietnamese and Japanese. I'm Viet and Chinese. Mainly Viet. I'm 75% Viet, 25% Chinese. Possibly other... You know, I've thought about it multiple times, getting the, those DNA test kits done. Because I want to know, like, my dad doesn't know his dad, but my grandma was like, oh, he's from China. Your dad's dad, your grandpa is from China. That's what she tells us about him. But she doesn't tell us anything else, like where he's from in China. So I've always wanted to test it out. I've bought them. Apparently it's not good to buy them. My teacher in high school told me. My forensics teacher in high school, she told me. She was like, oh, Soppy, you guys should never do these. And I was like, why not? Because I was talking to her about it. Because she works for one of them. She worked at one of those DNA testing kit like places before she was a teacher. She's like, yeah, they'll sell your information. And they will, basically they sell your information and they'll give them to health insurance places. And that's why some health insurance places will like either deny you outright health insurance, or they will like make you pay even more money for it, even if you're like completely like fine. I know about my grandpa is he was in the war, he was a soldier. My grandpa was also in both of them actually. My grandpa on my mom's side was in this thing called the Red Berets, and the grandpa on my dad's side, he was in the Viet War and he sadly passed, allegedly. We don't know if he actually passed. He might have just ran away from my grandma or something. I don't know. I just know he ran away. Hi, Crimson Sin. How are you, dude? But yeah, that guy, like, my other grandpa, allegedly Chinese. But we don't know for sure. Well, actually, he is Chinese. Kinda. He's probably Chinese. He couldn't handle your grandma? Listen, I love my grandma. I also can't handle my grandma. Dude, my grandma's so picky. I was in a car with my grandma one time, and she was like, oh, it's too hot. Can you turn on the fan? So I turned on the fan for her. And then she goes, Soppy, it's too cold. Can you turn off the fan? She kept doing that, okay? I was like, I can't make a medium setting for you. I was like, I can't. There's literally no half temperature, lady. Hi, Archie. Immersion breaks up isn't a guinea pig. I never said I wasn't a guinea pig. I just said I was Asian. You could be an Asian guinea pig, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Guinea pigs are everywhere. They're domesticated. Also, Archie, shouldn't you be asleep right now? Hi. Hi, Archie. Did you break your sleep schedule or something? Also, no, I can't play with you right now. I don't have my headphones on. I don't have my headphones on because I still have my ear infection. I'm waiting till probably Saturday. My sleep feels like shit. I love sleeping. I'm 23% Chinese, 77% white. How does that break down? How do you have 23% and 77%? That doesn't make sense to me. Because it wouldn't... Because if you're one of your, like, grandparents was... Excuse me. If one of your grandparents was half Japanese, or... If one of your grandparents was Japanese, then you would have 25% if one of your parents was half. Hi, Ranch Cresting. Hi, Soppy. I'm hopping in for a second because I haven't caught a stream in a while. You're good, Ranch. I've been sick. I don't remember the rest. Oh, you probably should if you're saying you're 25 or 23%, because that doesn't make sense. Really, 2 mixed parents? That still wouldn't make sense. Mathematically, that does not make sense. 23 isn't a percentage that you'd get normally, even if both of your parents are mixed. If both your parents are 25% Japanese, you know what that makes you? That still makes you the same amount. That still makes you 25. 50? That's not how that works. That's not how that works. Easy math. If they're both 25, they give you half of their DNA. Half of 25 and half of 25 equals 25. Sloppy ASMR. What are you talking about? We're talking about like ethnicities and stuff like that. And someone in YouTube said they're 23% Japanese, and I said that's not a mathematical calculation you can get. Also, David, you did it wrong. They would be in a you did it wrong. They'd be in the parentheses, because if you don't parentheses it, then PEMDAS, and you divide the 1/4 already. You're welcome. Oh yeah, PEMDAS. PEMDAS. Wait, I thought 25 plus 25 equals 50. Make that make sense, Soppy? It's because your parents give you half of their DNA. So you get half of 25%. You don't get a full 25 from your parents. So that doesn't make you 50. I'm somewhere like 60 and 40% Viet. That also doesn't make sense. That means... Ionic, you might be lied to. Okay, I'm not gonna get into history too much, but if you go back in history for, like, you know, a lot of Japan and Vietnam and stuff, you won't find a lot of mixing like that, Japanese and Viet. So you're probably more like me, where you're 25% of one and then like 75% of the other, because you could argue, like, yeah, you could be like, well, the past generations probably were mixed too, but that doesn't make sense because a lot of Japan's history was isolationist, so you were not going to go back that far. I haven't done a DNA test. I know my grandpa. Yeah, but still, it's like, if you're doing it that way, you still won't get it, because a lot of Japan's, like, old times were, like, isolationists, so they wouldn't mix, especially with another type of Asian. They wouldn't do that. So it'd be probably in the last 3 generations of where you're gonna get most of your DNA from, which would not equal a 40-60. At most, it'd be a 25 or a 50. It'd be different if you're, like, European, which they mixed a lot, but Asians typically were pretty isolationist. Except for maybe the Vietnamese, Thai, and Cambodian Laos area. I know nothing about my mom's nationality, so my dad is like 70% Irish, so I know I got a lot of that in me. That's crazy. I'm kind of stupid. Wait, if you're 100% pure blood and they mate with 100% pure blood, does that make you 50%? The fuck do you mean a pure blood? god! That doesn't make sense! You mean if you have 100% pure-blooded... 100% pure-blooded golden retriever and then 100% pure-blooded golden retriever, would that make you 50? No, that still make you 100! Because they both give you 50% of their pure blood! 100% bred. My grandpa was Viet. My grandma was Japanese. Side of the family, my mom's, who's fully Japanese. That would make you 75%. I literally just gave you the math. Your parents are like my parents. You got 50-50. Your dad's 50-50, yeah? And your mom's 100, okay? If you average 50 and 100, what does that equal? 75. And if your dad gives you half of his half of 50% of it, that means it's 25. You're welcome, chat. I just saved everyone's family the drama. You're better at math than me? That's not math, it's science! That's science! That's literally how... That's how the fucking... Was it the... What was it? What's that thing called? The square? What are those things called? The genetic square. What is genetic square? The Punnett square! It's the Punnett square! How do you guys... How do you get one guy biology... What? Huh? The Punnett square? Yeah, the Punnett square! You know, I actually have a really big fascination with genes. And like DNA. I was really good at biology in high school. I almost like went into biology for my degree. And then I said, okay, no thanks. And I left. Reminds me of the circle goes in the square hole. That's not at all. Sorry, Twitchstorm, you were getting baited. No, it's not baited. The fuck you mean? They're just stupid. My chat's just dumb. Why do you think I have to deal with this? You know, it's kind of like high school all over again. Did I ever tell you guys about high school? In high school, I took 1 year for my call. Don't give me that look, chat. You're all dumb, and I love you for it. Don't cry. Listen. All of you are dumb, but that makes you cute in your own way. Something like that. Don't stare! How the fuck do you have that emote? How the fuck do you have the stare emote? What the fuck? Chat, she was like 5 brain cells among us. I'm not dumb. I'm brain dead. Get it right. I think how the fuck do you guys do that? Okay, that's funny. I like that. Don't give me that stare, chat. Don't give me that stare. Anyway. So, what was I gonna say? In high school, I was in a lot of college level like AP classes. And I was in all of that. Until my last year of high school, in which I decided to take on-level classes because I was gonna focus all of my time onto doing what's the word? College applications and stuff like that. I wanted to do an easier class. I want you guys to know, those guys were so dumb. On-level kids felt like they were eating fucking crayons, but I loved them for it. So instead of being like an average student in a smart class, I was like the smart student in a stupid class. And I don't know how I felt about it. It was pretty fun, but at the same time I kind of hated it. Can you race? Wait, you have horse ears? No, not horse ears! I'm a guinea pig! These aren't horse ears. Horses have long, narrow, yeah, rounded ears. But yeah, yeah, my like classmates in senior year of high school were kind of dumb. Like one had a kid and he could barely read. I'm genuine about this when I tell you, I had to do a project with that guy, okay? I had to do a project with that guy. And I was like, okay, can you read to me the instructions? Because he was holding the instruction sheet and he was like... He literally could not read the word Genesis. He could not read the word Genesis. He kept saying Genesis. And I was like, the fuck is a Genesis? And then I read it and I was like, are you dyslexic? And he's like, no, I ain't dyslexic. I ain't dyslexic, Soppy. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, okay. And I was reading, I was like letting him read more to me. And I was like, this guy can't read. This guy can't read. He was like, one of the words was like, therefore. And he was like, Soppy. Well, he wasn't British. He was like, sock. Let me get back to my Texan accent. I gotta get back to my Texan accent. He said, Soppy. I saw... Therefore, there's an incorrect answer here. It says therefore. Therefore is not two. Therefore is two words, Soppy. I went back to British. I can't do Soppy and then Texan accent. I gotta do it in like British. But yeah, he was like, he didn't know therefore was one word. It's okay, random guy from Soppy's past. I can barely read English. No. Dude, that guy had a kid. Wait, doing the math now. How old is that kid? He was... 20... She was 1? The kid's 6 now. That kid's learning how to read. That man can't read! How the fuck do I expect that child to read? He had a kid. He had a kid. Oh my god, that kid. Poor R.I.P. that kid. I can barely read English because it's my third language. Well, you know what? No need to brag, bro. Might be cooked. That kid might be actually cooked. Worst off is like the kid's mom. Actually, no, the kid's mom went to college. She should be fine. She got into like a nice college. She should be fine. I have dyslexia and struggle with it every day. That's okay to have dyslexia and struggle with it. You know what is it? Not having dyslexia and still not being able to read. Maybe he liked you and pretended to be dumb so that he could be... No. No. That guy was the opposite of me. Like, that guy... that guy, he tried to hit on me, I think, one time, and I shot that down completely. Because at the time, I was dating someone. But he was like, Soppy, you look mighty pretty today. And I was like... We'll call him Tyler. I was like, hey, Tyler. And he was like, you're looking mighty pretty today. And I was like, thanks, Tyler. Anyway. And I just kept talking about our project. And I think he got the hint. I think he got the hint that I'm not interested. Because he kept talking about wanting a smart girlfriend at one point. And I was like, nope. I did not talk to him unless I needed to. Or just, like, be nice to him. Because I like babies, and he would bring his baby to school sometimes. So I get to see the baby, and I would hold her. And I love babies. They're so cute. I love when they're chubby. I love babies when they're chubby. So she is evil. Such a heartless response. What? Dude, I was holding his fucking baby. The fuck you mean? You could have had a bad education. That kid went to the same middle and high school I did. There's a difference between having a bad education and not applying yourself. Let me tell you guys something. At least in Texas, in the States, when I grew up here, most kids are given the easiest of the easiest chances. Like they do not take any, they don't take us seriously, okay? Like you could turn in an assignment and the teacher will still give you like a 70 on it. At worst, you get a C on it, right? You should not be failing multiple classes. I hate to tell you. What the fuck are you doing that's causing you not to like finish your classes? Like, I don't understand. And then some people are like, oh, well, sometimes you're also working. I was also working. Okay, I was working while also going to school, while being on student council, while being in the choir student council, while doing community service. I was able to do all of that and play multiple hours of Overwatch every single night. And people are like, oh, well, you know, whatever. It's because you guys are, some people are too addicted to their fucking phone, or they, get distracted too easily. And that's not bad. I understand getting distracted easily, but it's about having, discipline to get yourself to sit down and do your homework. You know, you could sit down and do your fucking homework. It doesn't take long. I knew people who got to college, and then they would, fucking sit there for 3 hours and get no homework done. I knew multiple people in college who would do that, and they're like, I deserve a break. And I was like, oh, what have you done? And I sat there and I did all of my homework. And then my roommate was like, oh, well, I did half of a page. And I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. I thought you were evil. Community service isn't evil. I'm not evil. I just like to say I am. Multiple hours of Overwatch is so real. Not anymore. I stopped playing Overwatch when Overwatch 2 came out. And even before that, I like rarely played it. You got the bad ending? This is the bad ending! Idiot! Oh, Siku, you're a weenie. Yeah, the game sucks now. I miss when the game was good. I miss Volskaya Industries. You know, stuff like that. I was able to balance skate competition, stage manager for drama club, youth group, track, youth group. You said youth group twice. And played Halo. Exactly! Exactly! Yo, Volskaya? You can't tell me that. I loved Overwatch back then. That was so fun. I miss those old times. Now look at me. Now I have to play Marvel Rivals! Actually, I'm okay with that. Mainly because I like Jeffy. I played Overwatch 2, got a second win when they reintroduced... I heard... Well, I played it. Listen, I tried it out. I played it for a little while. It's just not the same, you know? Like, Overwatch isn't the same that what it used to be. And in instances, that's okay. Like, I understand they need to change the game, but it doesn't feel like the game I fell in love with. And that's why I don't play it that much. Like, ever since Marvel Rivals came out, I have not touched that game. I don't think I've touched that game in, like, at least, like, a year, you know? Our turn, I went to eat breakfast. Today's breakfast was omurice. Sounds good, dude. I had soup today. I've been spending so much money on soup because I don't want to cook soup because I'm, like... I don't know if I'm contagious or not. But, like, I can't eat anything crunchy right now. So I've just been eating soup with, like, the inside of bread. It's a sad day. Is Marvel Rivals good? I really like it. I play support, and comparatively to Overwatch, it feels like you, as a support, can, like, do more in the battle. You know? Like, there's, like, in Overwatch, you're like, well, I'm doing literally everything I can, and these idiots are still dying, you know? But, like... Sorry, that was a lot of mucus. I had a lot of mucus build up in my throat. That was gross. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Sorry. That was gross. Anyway, in Marvel Rivals, it feels like as a support, for the most part, you can change the game. Like, you could have the worst tank in your life. You could have the worst DPS in your life. But if the rest of you are doing alright, for the most part, it feels like you can do something. Like, even if I'm playing, like, Mr. Jeffy, if I'm playing Jeff the Landshark, I feel like I can, like, turn the game, you know? Forts are way stronger in Marvel Rivals than Overwatch? Yeah. Yeah. Only win games when I 4K ult as Jeff? And I think you're too reliant on his ultimate ability. For me, how do I do this? How do I say this? I'm good with his ult for the most part, but I also know when to heal. Like, I'm really good at healing with Jeff, especially with his, like, changes so that he can damage while spraying. It's pretty easy. Honestly, you guys are making me want to play Overwatch, Marvel Rivals. I would play it if I didn't have this ear infection. I don't want to get it to get worse. Even tanks need good support characters. Tank support over other roles. You mean fucking DPS? God, I hate DPS. I cannot even. I don't know how people like it. It's like, I've tried DPS. I've tried to be a DPS main, okay? There's only so much, like, I can handle. They all piss me off. I don't think you could pay me to play Marvel Rivals again. That's okay. I like Marvel Rivals. I like Marvel Rivals! I love playing tank. Man, tank. Sophie should fear me if I dive her as Iron Fist. Archie, are you still in here? I want to see what Archie has to say about this. Archie? Archibald! Also, I don't think I would fear you, Bionic. I hit not Celestial. I hit Eternity as a support main. I don't think I fear most of you. What if I begged you to play with me? Sorry, Bionic. I think I would probably beat the shit out of you. Probably. I can't believe Archie left me. I think we should beat up Archie for that. Lol. Asuka, why are you late? Were you here? Oh, you were here earlier. Why are you back? Where did you go? You're gone for a bit. That's scary, but I still try to kick your butt. See, here's the key word. You said the word try, and I said I would kick your butt. I've been here? I thought you left for a little bit. Guppy, you better fear me. You'll never meet a better bronze 3 tank. Might as well. Might as well beat you all up. I can beat Soppy easy. You know, Wolf Spider might be one of the few people who could beat me. But I think I could take the rest of you. I think I could theoretically take the rest of you. I hit GM with 80% win rate and stopped. Well, were you playing from like low elo all the way up? I think it's different if you're starting at like bronze and then going upwards. And then you stop. Like it's one thing if you're like getting stuck at an area and then you keep losing and winning. I suck, so probably. But yeah, no, wait, Wolf Spider, I beat you that one time, didn't I? That time we played against each other, I'm pretty sure I beat you. 1v79? I think if you put me and Archie versus the rest of you, maybe. I think if you gave me one more person, I think it's doable. I was forced to support. Okay, what do you mean by that? I still support. I think if you put me and Archie versus like 6 of you, I think it's doable. I think Archie and I could beat you guys. Give me Iron Man and you're gone? Not if I have Archie with me. You hit Eternity 1 season, right? I hit Eternity 1 season, but I didn't play much last season, to be honest. Like, comparatively, I didn't play much, like, at all. To be fair, I was gone a good chunk of it, or I was really busy, so probably not. But I did hit Celestial last season. I didn't try for the Eternity grind set, which I kind of regret not doing, though. I should have done it. Floppy Archie versus chat is like one of every Pokemon versus a billion lions. Dude, one of every Pokemon would fucking destroy a billion lions. I've heard this debate so many times, but I'm telling you, one of every Pokemon would destroy the lions. Let me explain why. Gardevoir can literally create a fucking black hole, and that's not even a legendary. Okay? But the lion ladder, that doesn't even make sense. How would lions do it? A billion lions wouldn't do that. One of every Pokemon includes legendary Pokemon too. Exactly! Exactly! Lord Gardevoir strong. That's a lot of lions. Articuno could use hail for a while and the lions would get wiped. Dude, you're fucking, what is it? Kyogre could literally just drown all of them in a fucking tsunami. Oh, hi, Taco. How are you, dude? I didn't even know you can make your name that long. Hey, Kella, Victini literally physically cannot lose. Is that how Victini works? I don't know anything about Victini. Honestly, I think Ash's Pikachu could beat a billion lions by itself. I don't think that. He has lost to level 5 Pokemon before. How would the lions deal with flying types? Exactly! And then, like, half of those dragon types would use fucking Draco Meteor, and then they would die. That was it. Dead. Dead. Draco Meteor, dead. Lore-wise, yeah. Electivire can charge entire cities. Exactly! And then now there's, like, 1,000 Pokemon, and, like, half of them, yeah, are probably gonna be useless, but then the other half are, like, fucking OP gods. Like, have you seen some of those Pokemon? I'm telling you. Dead. Dead. Those lions are dead. And then some of them are literal steel. Like, they're balls of steel. How the fuck is a lion gonna deal with a ball of steel? My cargo is hotter than the surface of the sun. Exactly! The only people that believe lions would win that are people who are, like, non-Pokemon fans, I think. Flint and steel, there is 4 that are immortal, by the way. Excuse me, sorry. I still have a lot of mucus buildup, so if you hear me, like, get quiet, it's because I'm trying to, like, keep down the mucus. I don't want to hack it up on stream, but I've been hacking it up in, like, the shower and stuff. A more fun debate would be one of every Digimon versus one of every Pokemon. I still think Pokemon would win. Because aren't Digimon... I don't think Digimon could do anything unless you're in their world, right? Can Digimon... I haven't seen the newer movies. I watched the, like, old show thing. But I don't think they can really interact with our world, can they? Like 200 Digimon that's solo Pokemon? Really? You think so? I don't know. I feel like most Digimon... Oh, well, I guess they just give up pants and guns. Let's assume they could, though. Okay, if they could... It might be a pretty even battle, but I think Pokemon have more, you know? I think Pokemon has more, and then they have the legendaries that are, like, crazy. Digimon power scaling is ridiculous. Yeah, but that's in their world. What if the Digimon teamed up with Bakugan? I haven't heard that name in... Okay, I can't say years. In, like, months? Bakugan? The Bakugan? What's going wild? Is Bakugan back? I heard they were back, but I don't know for sure. Digimon was cool as fuck, though. Yeah. Oh, tomorrow I'm gonna go see the Fantastic Four movie. Wait, Sticky, are you joining us? I know Michelle Seashell said she was busy, but did you want to go? I don't know if you wanted to go do your own thing or if you're hanging out with her that day. Yeah, but the reboot is meh. Huh? Wow? Childhood, let's go. Beyblade. Yeah, Michelle's seeing a friend. I can go. If you want to go, I'll ask Chris. He can give you which seats we're at, and then you can sit next to us. No one else is in the theater except for like one group. I didn't like the Bakugan reboot. Let's see. 1 second. One second. Anyway, I was told I'm not gonna spoil anything. I wasn't given spoilers, so I can't spoil anything. But a lot of my Asian friends have already gotten to see the movie. If you guys didn't know, a lot of countries in Asia will release movies earlier than like the US. Not just because of time zone, but because a lot of places like Korea, if their movie comes out at the same time as ours, they'll just fucking stream it. They won't go see the movie. So those places get the movie like a couple days to like a week earlier than us. So one of my friends, she went to go see the Fantastic Four movie like yesterday, and she was like question mark, question mark, question mark. That was her review, because I was like, oh, how is it? Was it good? And she was just like, eh? And I was like, what the fuck do you mean, eh? You can't just give me that question mark. I need to know the detail, like if it was good or not. And she was just like, eh? And that's all she told me. She would just give me a question mark. I'm gonna go watch Fantastic Four as well tomorrow. It's only 500 yen at my local theater for a ticket. The new sound stoppy just dropped. Eh? That's what she said! I haven't seen the first 3 movies, so I can't start with Fantastic Four. Okay, that was a funny one. I was like, at first, because there are 3 other movies, I was like, they're all shit. And then you said, I haven't seen the first 3. I was like, oh. And then you're like, I can't see the Fantastic Four. And okay, that was funny. Okay, that was a funny one, Kala. That was your first banger of a joke. I liked it. I liked it. That was funny. That was funny. So I was reading something. What happened in Fantastic One? Is that the one that has Chris Evans? I think that's the one that has Chris Evans. Oh, speaking of like original Fantastic movies and stuff like that. Do you guys know Bob Duncan from Good Luck Charlie? Do you guys know who Bob Duncan from Good Luck Charlie is? Yeah, do you guys know who he is? The dad in Good Luck Charlie? Did you know he played Thor in the 80s? Before like the Avengers became like super cool and shit. He played Thor. Isn't that crazy? Bob Duncan from Good Luck Charlie. I thought that was crazy. I thought that was crazy. And then he became like, he was like originally a dad, and then he became like ripped. He was like a nerd, like a dad, and then he became ripped dad. He really upgraded over the years. He went from typical dad to like ripped dad. Hey Soppy, this model's really cute. I'm in love with the small guinea pig. Hi, legendary trainer. How are you, dude? But yeah, I found out that he was like the original Thor in the 80s, and I was like, that's kind of crazy. That was kind of crazy. Hi Gundam, thank you for the bits, dude. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. So I'm drinking a... this sour. I got Dutch Bros yesterday, and I'm drinking a strawberry pina colada lemonade, and it's like super tart and sour. But I have to drop a lurk. I got a competition. No, you don't. You have to stay here with me for the next 30 minutes while I'm chatting the chat, because I missed you guys. That sounds sticky. It's really good. And if you get the app right now, they give you a free medium-sized drink, and their medium-sized drink is like a large everywhere else. Like, it's like a large... You know what I mean? Like a boba large? Dude, it's pretty good. And you get it for free! You get it for free! And I was like, that's crazy! I thought that was crazy. They did open up a Dutch Bros in my area. Everyone loves the Dutch Bros. I've gone twice. First time was like, meh. This time was like really good. I really like it. It's very tart. Very, very tart. I thought it was gonna be sweeter, but it's like sour, and I like it. I like that it's sour. I'm doing great. Enjoying sending megafauna to the afterlife in Monster Hunter Wilds, and enjoying the summer festival event going on. I haven't played Monster Hunter Wilds in like a bit. Oops. I played it like twice, and then chat didn't like it, so I gave up. I've been busy. Wait. I've never been... Because I keep forgetting where the ones in my area actually are. But you literally see them. That's like, the thing is, like, you see them. They have a little area. But yeah, it's pretty good. I went yesterday. I went yesterday because I really wanted soft pretzels from the mall. I went to the mall specifically to get some soft pretzels. And it was glorious. Ah, glorious day for the guinea pig. Auntie Anne's? Ah, I'm an Auntie Anne's stan. You know, it was really good pretzels, Philadelphia. Auntie Anne's! Listen, I said it once and I'll say it again. She puts her fucking Aunt Tussie into those pretzels. Especially when they're fresh baked. I'll be like, sometimes I'm like, do you guys have any more pretzel nuggets coming out? And they're like, which ones? I'm like, the pepperoni ones. And they're like, yeah, I want to get the they're like, the pepperoni ones in the oven, but we can get it to you in like 10-ish minutes. And I'm like, yeah, give me those ones. And then they like come out and they're warm and soft and pillowy. And I love them. I love Auntie Anne's. And then there's this place called Wetzel Pretzels, and I refuse to eat there. I refuse to cheat on my Auntie Anne's with some stupid fucking Wetzel's pretzels. Naruto figure in Burger King Jr.? Oh, I saw them, but I'm not a huge fan of Naruto anymore. I used to as a kid, but not really anymore. Who? Hmm? Who what? Join to hear Wetzel Pretzels. Okay, you would choose Wetzel Pretzels over Auntie Anne's? The Aunt Tussie? The Aunt Tussie? Is it slander if deserved? Exactly. Who the fuck is Wetzel? Exactly. Maybe if they had an Auntie Anne, like a Wetzel pretzel had like a little doggy. Of like, you know, like like a hot dog, but instead it's like a pretzel dog and it's like a dog like that looks like a pretzel. I'd like it more. But there isn't. It's just a dude. And no. Auntie Anne's do what now? The Aunt Tussie. Ben's pretzels are the best. Who the fuck is Ben? Isn't he dead? Isn't that Spider-Man's uncle? Isn't he dead or something? Probably. I'm gonna come up with a spicy take. Philly Pretzel Factory over Auntie Anne's solely because Auntie Anne's feels more oily. Who the fuck is Philly Pretzel Factory? I'm not going to Philadelphia to get fucking pretzel factoried. I'm gonna go to the mall and I'm gonna get my cheap Aunt Tussie pretzels. You've never heard of them? They're everywhere. I'm gonna fucking look it up. If I don't see one in my area, David gets beaten up. If I look it up and they're not in my area, David's gonna get beaten. The fuck you mean they're everywhere? You're fucking lying. They're not at any mall. I'm not gonna go anywhere other than maybe a mall to find one. Disgusting. On Tussie, you guys act like this is the first weird thing I've said. You guys act like this is the first weird. Oh, Auntie Anne's has a Oreo collab right now. They have the Oreo pretzels, and they're so good. It's like Oreo, like cream on top of the pretzels with some like Oreo cookies on top, and it's so good, chat. And especially when they're made fresh, they'll make it fresh for you. Oh, that's the best one. That's literally the best sweet pretzel I've ever had. I think about that sometimes. I think about it, then I cry. Chat, check sloppy quotes in this. You guys act like this is something weird for me to say. If you're new. Bully you, Kella? I'm trying to think. Kella, the reason you have zip in your name is to remind you to zip up your fly, because you always have it down. Ha 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 ha. Oh, hi, Addery. How are you? There's nothing, no way. Roll. It wasn't because I couldn't think of anything. It's because I was trying to choose one. Idiot. Ah ha 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 ha. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. By the way, you guys had Panera recently? You guys got Panera recently? I've been like... I had Panera the other day because I had to have soup because of my like ear infection. I felt sick. So I had Panera. Oh my god, it's so good. Their Mexican street corn chowder is actually really fucking good. And I want you guys to know. The only thing it's missing is like maybe some pieces of chicken in there. I would like more of it. But other than that, it's actually really good. Fuji apple chicken salad with mandarin oranges. Why are you gonna want to mix your greens and your fruits? Fruits should be able to be on its own. It should not have the other stuff in it. That's nasty. Fruits should not be mixed in salads. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Blech. I don't like it. I don't like fruits in my salad. I don't know how people do it. Because then it's like, you have lettuce and then you get the fruity bit. Ugh. I like fruit salads though. Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. Called it. Wants to chat. No, that's different. I'm talking about fruits in salads, not fruit salad. Fruit is its own independent woman. I mean, look at those I think we should beat up Lega. The glorified hospital food. I like it. I mean, it tastes good. Listen, if I'm sick, it kind of hits a spot, you know? Like having it... Already on it. Got the bat ready. Can I get a +2 chat? What does this even mean? Lego doesn't even show up anymore. He says like 3 things and then he leaves. And then I'm like, Lego, what the heck? You got a mod. And he's like, tee-hee. And he just doesn't do it. What is that meme where it's like he's out of line, but he's right? Never heard of that one. Incomplete. I've actually never heard of that one. Alright, I'm gonna go play Fortnite. See? I think we should unmod Lego permanently. See, he doesn't do his job, and then he goes and plays Fortnite. I think we should unmod Lego. What are your thoughts, chat? Another one then? Oh. Another one? Kella, remember that time what was it? You went by like Kella Cutie or something like that? Yeah, I remember that time. Cringe. But the Miku calls to me. I only have 20 more minutes of stream. You can't even wait 20 minutes so Sabi can have her happy, like, 2 hours of chat time. No, I don't. Well, I remember it, so don't worry. Kella, was it Kella Cutie or something? Something like that. Like, you've had better time playing Project Diva Mega Mix if it's Hatsune Miku you're after. I think you guys should just go to round 1. Oh my god. I wanna go to round 1. I wanna go to round 1 and play at the arcade. I love arcades. Love round 1. Dude, round 1 in Japan is so much fun. Like, they have a bunch of those claw games and, like, whatever. That's fine, whatever. But I love round 1 Japan because they have those, like, coin machine games. And I want to play it again. In America, they steal your money. In Japan, you put $20 in and you're playing for, like... You're playing for, like, 8 hours, man. I'm not willing to remember those times. Alright, well, I guess I successfully bullied you, then. I'm playing Uma! Nah, the coin machine floor in Japan scared me. I loved it. It's so fun. I played it, and then I won too many that I ended up having to give some away to people in Japan. I won too many coins. We won way too many, and we had to leave. So I was like, and I just started giving them away to random, like, people. I was like, I have to go now. Can you take my coins? You know? Round 1. Alright, now round 1 is doing a giveaway from Uma Musume themed game card. I want it. I want it. Soppy wants Uma! Uma, pew! Uma, pew! Something like that. Oh, I love Uma Musume. Ooh. Mama, Uma, ya, ha, ha. Let's see. Maybe I go round 1 this weekend. No! You can't go round 1 if I'm not going to round 1. I have, I'm going to go see Fantastic Four. And then I'm going to go to an Asian festival and spend all my money that I don't actually have. And that's why you guys should sub to your favorite Guinea... Well, you should donate. Chat, did you... Wait. Have I been pushing this month's tier 3 art? Hey, chat, have you guys gotten this month's tier 3 art? Did you guys know if you guys, didn't want a tier 3 sub, but you guys could donate $25? And if it says it's for the art, I'll DM you guys soppy, spicy tier 3 art. Yeah? Hi, Running Idea Machine, how are you? Hey, how are you? I'm vibing, how are you? Fun fact, the last Sears in all of New Jersey closing into Dave & Buster's now. Never goon. This is for gooners! You're just helping Soppy pay for poor financial decisions. I'm not interested in you like that. Well, you could just donate 25 to me anyway! So I can make poor financial decisions. Kella, redeem compliment. You know, Kella, you're a pretty cool dude. You're a pretty cool dude, and that's why I enjoy whenever you're in my stream, because you never misbehave. Well, yeah, I don't think you've ever misbehaved. Always get awesome art regardless. I don't know, right? Hashtag never goon. Alright, you guys all got a goon? Color reading. Wait. Oh, sinfulness. Here's your fantastic bore movies. Okay, what about the food? You gonna buy me a large popcorn and a drink? You wanna buy Sloppy a large popcorn and drink? Oh, thanks. It means a lot. I thought you were gonna say it means nothing, and I was about to be really sad, but it was actually really nice to say it means a lot. Almost $15 for both. Actually, my place that I go to is a really nice eat-in theater, and they have like pastas and shit you can eat. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. I get a place that eats like has pasta, and maybe I'll get a pina colada. Oh my god, Stuffy can get a pina colada there. The puppy corn and drink. Thank you, Sinfulness, for the dono. Oh, the pumpkin art with a bunch of butter and salt. Actually, they make it perfectly there. They don't have like, so you order it at, well, Shicky's gonna see it, but we go to a place where you order it, and then they'll like make it for you, and then they'll bring it up, and then like you get the popcorn and stuff. It's pretty good. Movie theaters I go to have expensive snacks. I think that's all theaters, because they try and keep the ticket prices low to get more people, but then if they want food, they can pay more for it, you know? Why is this a weird yapping stream? Because I have an ear infection. That's why. Back with proc bowl with me? What the fuck's a proc bowl? You mean pork bowl? Proc bowl. Imagine being like, yo, I'm gonna watch a movie concession stand. I would like a porterhouse steak with my movie. I would like steak and frites. I think that'd be pretty good. Like steak and fries with your movie sounds pretty fun. Because Soppy is weird. I am weird, and you know what? That's okay. Being weird is okay. Damn, now you made me want steak fries. Nuh-uh. Hi, Guy Fly, why are you late? Soppy is a bully. Isn't that what you guys like? Isn't that nice? Yeah, see, Trigger gets it. You guys like the weird and crazy ladies. And you like the bullies. You like the bullies. Worst part, the nearest Steak and Shake is in Ohio. You know, I'm never gonna go back to Ohio. Why the fuck would you go to Ohio for a Steak and Shake? Dude, Steak and Shake is originated in Texas, and like half of them shut down. Hi, Extreme. How are you, dude? Late because there was a big ol' issue at work. You hate me! I'm only streaming for 2 hours because I still have my ear infection. I'm trying not to make it worse. I'm probably gonna take a nap after this, and then I think I'm gonna go to work. We'll see. I remember getting a lot of ear infections in elementary school and having to take a pink medicine that tastes good. I don't have a medicine that tastes good, sadly. Sadly. Don't got that. I'd sooner go Shake Shack since they're closer. I love Shake Shack, though. I love Shake Shack. What's wrong with Shake Shack? That lightly bully Soppy. Soppy, you hate me, chat. No. I don't bully. I bully you. Since haven't had Shake Shack. This is a travesty. This is a travesty among travesties. Shake Shack is probably one of my favorite burger places, if not the favorite burger place. I have never not been in the mood for Shake Shack. Okay, that's how good it fucking is. I don't know if I've had Shake Shack either. You would know, because that shit hits. Okay, that shit fucking hits. What's a Shake Shack? It's like a burger place, but it's actually pretty good. Like, they make, like, decently simple burgers, but their burgers are, like, I believe they're the smash burgers, so they taste really good. When I see a Shake Shack in the airport, I get hyped. I like the milkshakes. I actually haven't had their milkshake yet. I have not had a Shake Shack. It's like KFC, but good. No, it's not like KFC. I've never had a good KFC. You know? I've never had a good KFC. The nearest one from me is like 45 minutes away from me. Man, that sucks for you. Not for me, but for you. I can't have KFC because it gets burnt. For a while I couldn't eat Taco Bell. Remember last year when I got food poisoning and then I couldn't, like, I didn't stream for like 3 days or something because I got food poisoning and I was like throwing up a bunch? Yeah, remember that. I also have a Portillo's near me. I haven't had their chocolate cake milkshake in ages, but I kind of want one. Hello, Sophia Lover. Hello, Scotty. How are you? Portillo's is pretty good. Sure, we could say Portillo's is good. I'll go with that. I was gonna say it's okay. I like their desserts. Their like hot dogs are kind of mid. But also, I'm not a hot dog person, so that might be why. Like, sometimes I like the idea of hot dogs, but I'm not, like, into hot dogs, you know? I just got Sonic Vanilla Milkshake. I'm doing good, and y'all. I'm Soppy. I gotta get the beef sandwich. I've had that! The beef croissant sandwich thingy. I like that one, but it's still, like... It's kinda greasy. I'm not into that yet. Like, I went to go to Nando's in NYC, and the only locations in the US are Chicago and DC. And it actually slaps so hard at 8. Oh, we have a Nando's. The Nando's Peri Peri, right? Can we have one here? Yeah, we have one in Dallas. Not near me, but they have a Nando's Peri Peri in Dallas. Yeah, them. Ha 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 ha, idiot. And that's why Texas is bestest. I don't live anywhere near Dallas, but you know what? I'm gonna make a road trip to try. I'm gonna go just to fuck with David now. I gotta go road trip. You're not gonna know where Soppy is, but she's gonna go road tripping. Scotty is spamming at. Scotty, you don't have to at everyone. You can just say hello. Yeehaw, cowboy. Yeehaw. Yeehaw, yeehaw, yeehaw. How you doing? You guys ever seen, what is it called, Norbit? You guys ever seen Norbit? I've seen clips of it on TikTok where it's like, what is her name, Rasputia or whatever, and she's like, what was it? She was like, the lady's like, sorry, the weight limit is 300 pounds. She's like, I don't weigh no 300 pounds. I weigh 165. How you doing? And then she like fucking pushes that girl out of the way. And onto the like, she goes on the water slide and she hits through like a wall. Where did I hear that? Is how you doing? Like I like harpoon scene? Except there's a storm here and my dog is scared. You should give your dog treats. Positive reinforcement for being a good dog. I like dogs. I like cats too. I like anything fluffy. I like all fluffy animals. You know, I thought yesterday was Thursday. I didn't realize yesterday the whole time was Wednesday. And then I was like saying like tomorrow's Friday. And I was told, no, Soppy, tomorrow's not Friday. That's Thursday. And I was like, huh? I got really confused. Do you like dinosaurs? Yeah, I like dinosaurs. They do feel off, don't they? I think when you're sick and you're sleeping a bunch, it just becomes like a blur. But she'll get bunches of pets when she comes out. She's hiding in my closet. She can't eat anything when she's scared. You should get a heavy blanket or something for her. I know they have like heavy jackets and stuff. Apparently that's calming for a lot of dogs that are scared of that. Did you get the dinosaur game called Isle? No, I've never had that. No, I've never had it. You know, I think I'm gonna need to get to Eternity again this season so I can still keep shit-talking people. Being only Celestial last season in Marvel Rivals makes me feel bad. So now I need to do better so I can like shit-talk again. I think that's what's gonna happen. I gotta work hard so I can shit-talk. I tried the Thunder Jacket, it does nothing. I also got anti-anxiety meds. I think she was born during hurricane that messed her up. She's a rescue. If she's born, she can't hear. She shouldn't be able to hear. Puppies, when born, cannot hear or see. They have no senses. Except for, I think, the sense of smell. So they can smell their mama and get drink. Just got back to stream. Love the pink version. Aw, thank you, Wavelengths. Why'd you leave me? Why'd you leave me, huh? The anger of the guinea pig should make you feel bad. Anger. How many fits do you have? I have 3! I have 3 outfits. And I swap between them depending on mood and then whatever chat wants. They really like this one for some reason. They like this one the most. So this is the one that I use the most. If she had to have gone through trauma. People fighting in my apartment complex. I'm supposed to be asleep before work. It's 2 a.m. where I am. You should be asleep, dude. For the record, I like all the fits. You better. They're all something I helped design. I think you guys would like the blue one the most, to be honest. I'm surprised you guys like this one. This one I put the least amount of input in, but I also just really liked it. I was like, I love it. We're keeping it. There was like a couple of things that I was like, oh, let's make it different. But then other than that, I did make it pink. Originally, she wanted to make it like a purple. And I was like, no, make it hot pink. And that's why we have this. Do you have any one with a dunce hat? No, your name is stupid. You're not girthy. You're stick thin. You're tiny. You're tiny, Raph. You should go change your name. I like that it's really fluffy. Aren't my other ones really fluffy? I think they're all really fluffy. I know Viv likes this one because the hair is like the hair is like big. She likes that she likes the hair down. I don't know. I mean I like it. Villainous is fully for sure. I don't know about hero. What the fuck you mean fully? Huh? 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 Fluffy, I'm drunk. Who's drinking on a Thursday? And you're just dumb. She likes the hair down. I based the hair down on what's it called? My old model, my black-haired model. I based the hair down on that. I was like, I want it to be long like that old model was. Someone is drinking on a Thursday. Guess I got it too. 5 o'clock was 25 hours ago. Sour. It's sour. I remember the 3D model. I don't. I don't have it anymore, sadly. That was a cheap model. I love it. But I miss it. Anyway, chat, I think we should start calling it quits for today. I will be streaming Saturday night, probably. I will not be streaming tomorrow, probably, give or take. I will be taking off tomorrow because that's my normal day off. But Saturday, you'll see me. Sunday, you'll also see me. You guys will see me those days. What else am I thinking? I'm thinking. Yes, I'll stream Saturday and Sunday. Hopefully, I'll be all better to have my headphones on again. But we will see. We'll see if that'll work. So I'm looking at something. I mean, I guess. Sorry, I saw someone partner pushing and they had like 3 viewers. So I was really confused. Let me see. Let me see who I can raid into. I'm still trying to find someone. Nose itchy. Give me a second, chat. I'm trying to decide. Don't rush me. Hopefully your ears get better. I'm hoping so too. I don't want to keep having this ear infection. I'm trying not to rush myself this time. Man, I'm seeing a bunch of Minecrafters. You know what? Let's head to a Minecrafter. Oh, I lied. Oh, I found it. Okay, I found it. Let's go to the Minecrafter. Anyway, I'll see you guys Saturday for stream. I'll see you guys Saturday for stream. Until then, I love you all and hope you guys have a nice rest of your night. Wait for it. Bye-bye!